Welcome back, everybody, to the A.J.I podcast, episode 12. If you're not already following, please do, and share this with all of your friends, your families, your brothers, your sisters, your moms, your dogs, your cats, and your cats, dogs, owners. And let's get right into the episode. Welcome back, everybody. I'm here as always with my wife. Say hi, wife.
Hello.
You're supposed to say hi, wife.
Hi, wife.
How you doing?
I'm freezing.
Yeah.
I'm really cold right now.
Yeah. When this episode comes out, it's going to be Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there.
If you're listening to this on Thanksgiving, that is. But I'm sure y'all are busy with family and stuff like that when this comes out. So that's all right, though.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Make sure to always turn on that notification bell so you get notified anytime an episode comes out. Yeah.
How was your week, lovey?
My week. So, I'm still a little bit sick. I've been coughing. And,
yeah, but you're
gosh.
at the end. It's finally getting better.
I've been getting on your nerve every morning. So, like...
No, you're not getting on my nerve. I'm just having a hard time.
I'm getting on my own nerve.
Because, you're not getting on mine. I'm having a hard time sleeping when you start your cough attacks.
No, yeah, so what happens is that no other time other than, like, I swear, it's almost exactly like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, or an hour before I gotta get up and go to work.
Yeah. And so what happens, I guess, like, this might sound gross, but my mucus, like, I'll be basically breathing throughout the night, and then the mucus will, like, get, like, into my lungs in a way, and, like, right at that time, like, I'll, like, slightly wake up and then cough a little bit, and then it's just over from there. And then I just gotta cough and cough and cough.
Yeah.
And it's like my mouth and nose are just salivating really bad, and it just keeps leaking down my throat. And I gotta cough and cough and cough again.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's been really annoying. Oh my gosh, we were eating one of the days.
Oh, you poor thing. It was the day we podcast.
Yeah, the day that we recorded the last podcast, we were eating and
made a really nice home meal that his mom taught me to make, which is
the Italian chicken and
rice.
Italian creamy chicken and rice.
Yeah, I was just trying to make like a homey meal for you. Mm-hmm. You know, you poor thing.
But yeah, I was eating. It was really good. I was having a little bit hard time eating because, like, I could not breathe out of my nose. So, like, I had to, like, chew with my mouth open in order to breathe while eating. Anyways, so I got, like, half of the bowl down, and then I just started having a cough attack. And I got up and started to walk to the bathroom to kind of, like, spit out, like, the phlegm that I had in my throat. And I kept coughing and just... just like I spit up a little bit.
Spit up in your hand.
And I
caught it.
I caught it in my hands. I'm sorry if that grosses anybody out, but yeah.
Poor thing.
It was. It was a bit rough.
We actually had quite the scary event of you not being able to breathe.
Oh my gosh!
And it was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and he like physically could not breathe. And then he reminded me that I had an inhaler, and he's like, man, where is that thing at?
Yeah.
And that ended up helping you.
It didn't like completely fix my issue, but it made it so that I was able to go to sleep.
Right. And then the next day you were getting better.
Yeah. A couple days ago, and I posted a TikTok about this, but so and this is like something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I wanted to get like really like cool furniture. You know what I mean? Because have you ever seen the bubble couch?
Did it really kind of set it off when I was showing you those list of couches I saw on Facebook? They were like AI couches.
Maybe.
Is that when you were finally like, ooh?
Maybe. But do you know the couch that she bought that she could not fit in her house?
Yes.
Wasn't that a bubble couch or no?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't think we ever saw it.
I think it might have been a bubble couch, but I don't know. But yeah, I really want like unique, like
I get it.
cool type of furniture.
We need to get
know?
rid of the couch we have now. It is literally on its last leg.
Yeah.
Literally.
But like, not even that. Maybe like coffee tables, lamps.
So you want to live just kind of just
like
differently.
I want like a little
here.
like artsy kind of home. You know what I mean?
I do. You ever see like those TikToks? I follow a couple of TikToks accounts where like she buys food related items for her house. And like
yeah.
I love that. But I don't know if I'd go that far, and I don't think I could handle that. But to physically see it is very pleasing.
Yeah, I want it to be like an aesthetic artsy kind of thing.
Like things that you wouldn't just find anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
And so like I went on this huge like 2-hour long spree of like looking up different types of cool couches and all that. And of course, like they're all way too expensive. Way too expensive.
Real quick, you have to tell them the events that happened in the TikTok you did make, though. Like
the second one that I made, yeah,
the second one.
All right, I'll get to that. But anyway, so I was like, oh yeah, these are way too expensive. And then I had like sudden masculine urge. I was like, I am gonna build a couch.
Period.
And this was all while I was like watching the football games.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have undiagnosed ADHD.
I feel like we all do a little bit of everything, or a little.
But like,
wait, what am I saying? I don't know.
Like,
it just came out of my mouth. But like, I feel like certain people do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like you could.
There are just certain things that I'm like, why did I just completely drop something to just do something else? Like I was in the middle of cutting cucumbers. You said you didn't want the skins on your cucumbers. And so I peeled it off. Right after I peeled them off, I could have continue cutting, but I was like, oh, the sink is really full. And I cleaned like 4 dishes.
Yeah, you literally. I talked about this in the podcast already. I hate when someone half-assed does the dishes, and that's what you did.
And then I went back to cutting the cucumbers.
But you know what's so funny is I'm pretty sure in the last episode I talked about that, and you said. I don't do that.
Yeah, I do sometimes.
Got him in 4K this morning.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like I might low key have some undiagnosed ADHD.
Yeah,
not gonna lie, because then, okay, so then the story about the other morning.
Well, you made a TikTok originally, right? Didn't you make 2 different TikToks?
Yeah. So the first TikTok was me talking about how I want to make a couch. And then the second TikTok was of me.
An eventful one.
I don't even know what I wanted. I think I originally.
It was literally just like a morning vlog.
Yeah.
Like you were just vlogging your morning.
It ended up just basically being a mini vlog of my morning.
And I loved it so much.
So originally, okay, I was going out to the living room. I was going to be like, in the TikTok, I was going to be like, look, this is the couch that I currently have, and I just want to do something different. I was going to kind of like show around, but then I was like, I don't really want to show how messy our living room is. So then I start cleaning the living room, and
it's not even that messy.
Well, I know.
Oh, I know why it was messy. Never
there was
mind.
like Nintendo Switch controllers out. There was blankets out. Yeah. There was a pack of Coca-Cola on the table.
Oh, we don't need to explain to everybody what was out.
But anyway, so yeah, it was messy. So I was like, all right, I'm going to clean up. I spent like 30 minutes cleaning up. I just sweeped. And then I was like, man, our floors have not been mopped in a really long time. So I was like, I'm going to go to the store.
Because the reason they haven't been mopped is because we don't have any.
We ran out of the Swiffer Wet Jet, wet stuff.
The bottle of liquid. Yeah.
Anyways, so I was like, oh, I'm going to go to the store. I stopped in the middle of me cleaning and then went to the store. And at the store, I passed the section of like the the pillow stuffing or like the stuffing for cloth. Anyways, that
Polyfill.
yeah, I passed that stuff, and so I was like, I'm gonna TikTok this a
You know,
little
it's
bit.
so funny.
Put this in the TikTok.
I used to fill my rubber band creations with polyfill. When you saw that, I was like, oh, the nostalgia.
Yeah. And so I was like, all right, I need to get out of this area. So I go over to grab the Swiffer Wet Jet solution or whatever.
And you're like videoing that. You're like, bag secured.
Yep.
Got what we needed.
And then I was like, or before I started heading home, I was like, I should probably deposit the cash that's in my wallet. So, because I had like $500 cash just sitting in my wallet. And so I head to the bank. And like, you know how banks or the ATMs at banks, you're able to like stick like a stack of cash into the machine.
Oh yeah, to deposit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like I don't know how new that is. Or,
it's not that new because Mariah's been doing it for years.
Yeah. Anyway, so go up to the ATM, put my card in, put in my PIN, click deposit into my checkings, and then I put the wad of cash in. Boom. I hear it go, and I'm like, okay. And then
that's not all my money.
And then it takes a second, and then I hear, and I'm like, all right. And then it says,
and you're like, that's still not all the money I put in there.
And then it pops something up on the screen and says like, basically saying it's not able to take your cash and deposit it, so we're gonna retain your card. And I'm like, oh, so I'm not getting my card back. But so it gives me back the cash. I count it. We're all good. I still have the same amount of cash, so I go inside the bank, and I'm like, ATM just ate my card. What do I do? They were like, oh, our ATM has been having issues. Like, yeah, no worries. We'll print you out another one.
Like, bro, it shredded your card. Hello? Yeah. Hello.
They were like, well, usually once it retains it, it'll shred your card. And I was like, oh, you're like, sweet.
Of that for me.
Right. And so, speaking of that, because my Cash App wasn't connected or was connected to that old card, I need to reconnect Cash App to that so I can send you the money for groceries. Anyways.
Oh, okay. You're fine. You're fine, lovey.
Anywho, so I get my new card back. I deposit the money. On my way home, it starts raining. I'm like, I use my windshield wipers. All I see is a little dangly thing just like go across my window, and I'm like, nice. I need to get new wipers. And so then I go to the store, get the new wipers.
So hold on. Did you went? I'm not gonna say where, but did you go into the city that we're in, or did you go to the other city?
Towards your grandma's house.
Okay, and so then you went to Walmart, and then you went to the bank.
Yeah.
And then you went back to Walmart. Is this how the events happened?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your ADHD went crazy that day.
And I almost stopped by a DMV to look at a car.
Oh my! Look at a car.
Just to just go look at it.
Oh, just because you thought it was cool?
Yeah.
Just a parked car?
Yeah, at a DMV.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. And then so got home, finished my little TikTok, and then
get this.
Then mopped and then
No.
What?
Okay. Our whole house needs to be mopped, and you mopped 10 squares.
Yeah. I only mopped a few patches of streaks.
And then I'm sure you got sidetracked and was like, oh, wait, I need to finish this TikTok. And then you were like, oh, wait, now I need to go in the room and do this and that. Wait.
And then I got sidetracked because I needed to eat. Because I originally wanted to eat before I left the house. And so I made myself a couple hot dogs. And then sat down and watched anime until I needed to go to work. So yeah, that's how that morning went.
Funny.
Mm-hmm.
I thought your TikToks were very eventful. I was watching it and I was like, no way this happened. Wait, so I'm not very smart with TikTok. We know this. I struggle every time, almost in tears, trying to post some videos, right?
Yeah.
Tell me how you did that. I'm actually curious how you continued a video without crying like I did. And how it works so easily for you. Because you had to do it all day, right? Obviously.
Yeah, I would just pull my phone out, record a little snippet, turn my phone back off, put it back in my pocket.
You wouldn't get on it and like use it?
No.
Were you in TikTok or were you in the...
I was in TikTok. Yeah.
You actually used the TikTok app this time?
Yeah.
Oh. And you didn't get on it all day? You didn't use your phone all day just to get that done?
Yep.
No way.
I was driving the majority of the morning.
Well, no, I know. I'm just saying, like, I just get, you know me, I get really frustrated trying to do these
I see.
TikToks and upload them. And yeah, anyways.
Speaking of that, I mean, have we talked about the whole TikTok shop affiliate thing on the podcast yet?
No.
No?
No, and I am currently in it, and I haven't made a single sale. But I'm not as consistent as I should be at the same time.
But it honestly mind boggles me on how much, like, people who consistently do it and, like, actually get sales,
right?
They get a lot of money. Like,
but what you
can literally be a job.
It can be a job.
And the thing is that they don't get too many views on those things.
Oh yeah, you saw me get really a little frustrating because it is frustrating. I don't want to sound, I don't know the word. I mean I got in the TikTok affiliate program to make money, and when you're not making money but you are posting,
it's
and
discouraging.
getting a lot of views on the product that you posted. It's a little discouraging, a little frustrating when you see someone that has 1,000 followers, 1 million views, so many likes, and made $10,000 that day. It's like, really? Like, come on. But I actually have the amount of followers you're supposed to have for it. And the only reason I got those amount of followers, which is 5,000, I only have a little over 5,000 followers, but the only reason I have that many is because back in like 2019, 2020, I posted these 3D gummies that were super, super viral and got over 1 million views on that video. But that is the only video that I really have like views on.
Yeah.
And then that's how I got my followers. Got into the program really easily, and now I'm not having any success with it at all right now. And I got in 3-4 months ago.
I've heard things that, like, in order for you to like start picking up, getting views, like posting like 2 to 3 TikToks a day is where you want to like be at,
yes, and you're starting to give me the confidence, like the way you just vlogged your morning. Like, I called Mariah because my sister's also in it, and she's getting some sales. She's definitely made some, not like nowhere near grands or even hundreds, but she's still getting some sales. And I'm like, dang, man, you just got in with 1,200 followers and you got sales. Like, what about me?
Right.
I am happy for her, though. I'm really glad she is making sales. That's what she needs. It's the whole point of the affiliate thing. But I even called her after I watched your vlog thingy. And I was like, Mariah, if Andre can vlog his morning, so can we. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's really not that hard. You just do
and
it.
It's not. And when you're by yourself, it's not bad. But it's like, my thing is the lighting. For whatever reason, my videos look like trash.
It's because
all the
you're
time.
always doing them in low light. If you do like natural light during the day, like,
I know, but I only think to make them at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Like, I was trying to do.
It's also like just the lights inside,
Yeah, I was trying to make a TikTok shop. And it was these car fresheners, and I got in my car. It was 7 p.m. and it was right when the time changed, so it gets dark around 6:30. Got in the car, and I was like, "Oh, I'll use a ring light." Blah blah. No,
did not work.
No, absolutely not. But anyways, that's my take on it, and hopefully soon I'll start making something off of it, and
Yeah.
hopefully I'll start having the courage to post more.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like TikTok's really cool for that. Just being able to give literally anybody the chance to make money.
It
you
really
know?
is anybody too, because
It's quite literally giving people jobs.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like, it says you have to have 5,000 followers, but all you really have to do is put in like a little application, and 99% of the time they're going to approve it.
Yeah.
Like I said, Mariah only has like 1,500 followers or something like that.
There's an age limit on it, right? Like you have to be 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, because it taxes you. If I'm making $20,000 on TikTok,
yeah.
like I'm
It
gonna
is-
be taxed at the end of the year.
The taxable income, I think that's what the word is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah, and
hopefully we'll get there.
what was I? Yeah, nowadays, like, I think it's weird how, or weird, crazy, however you want to put it, that like the difference from jobs and I guess like ideal jobs back then and now have come so far, changed so much because
yeah.
like literally like anybody way back when like what, let's say roaring 20s, you know, you ever heard about that?
I've heard it. I don't know necessarily what it means though.
Have you ever read the book The Great Gatsby?
No.
No, really?
Watch a movie. I don't know if that's different.
No, it's pretty spot on. I actually really like that movie. Anyways,
It's like The Big Party, right?
Yes.
One.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, the Roaring 20s, what that's about is like everybody is in the stock market, and yeah, everybody's making like lots of good money and all that stuff. And where am I trying to go with this?
The jobs between today and back then.
Yeah. So like I guess ideal jobs are like what people normally did. They went to school, got an education, yada yada yada. That was like the only way to
be successful.
Yeah, to be successful, to make good money, unless you invented something else, you know, and then like made your own business and whatnot. But now like it's opened up, like technology and social media has opened up this new career path for people, and it's like it's like a different path in the entertainment industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something that will forever. It will forever stay as something that people do, is entertain people, you know, because that brings joy and all that stuff to people around the world, and it brings smiles and stuff like that, and stuff that brings smiles and joy to people will stay around for a long time, you know. And so the entertainment industry, I feel like, is so important, and that'll 100% continue to grow, even if it's not on like TikTok or whatever, or yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, like through Facebook, Instagram, and whatnot.
I mean, every social media app now has Reels. Just like TikTok, you know.
Because like TikTok found something that works, and like everybody caught on, you know. What was the reason that Vine got canceled?
I think Musical.ly came out.
No.
I don't know.
The reason why
I didn't know about any social media like this until I was like 12.
People went to Musical.ly after Vine got canceled.
Do you remember the difference between Musical.ly and TikTok? Remember it'd be sped up songs that you like jerk your face or your head and arms around to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just lip sync.
So robotic.
Yeah, Musical.ly just basically just lip syncing to everything.
Yeah. Crazy to think about.
Yeah. You did Musically for a little while, didn't you?
I did. I had a whole account, a bunch of videos, and
Mm-hmm.
then one day Mariah made fun of me, and I deleted all of them.
Oh, dang.
Just being a big sister. I don't think she meant any harm by it, but
Yeah. My gosh, remember when
back
they
in the day,
finally...
I was just hitting puberty, so I was just like, fine, I'll delete them.
Yeah.
Then you can't watch them anymore.
Oh. But do you remember the time when they changed Musically to TikTok?
Yeah.
People went ballistic over it. Like, people hated it. They were like, oh, why'd they change it?
That? And now it's so good.
Like, the biggest thing.
Now you can make money on there.
Which is...
That's crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
The day I make my first sale, I'll let y'all know.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Oh, something to do with what I was talking about earlier about having like an artsy-ish house and whatnot. Another thing that I really want to do is like make a really big piece of art to hang up on our walls somewhere. You know? I want to do some sort of like abstract art.
I also would just like to come up with a theme of the front room because right now we've got I Love You to the Moon and Back Heart, Moons.
Things.
Then we've got like what's on? Oh, I feel like the front room's a very cactusy, planty vibe in the like because our living room and our like where you eat, so like where the dining table is connected.
Yeah.
And I like the cutoff is at the couch, you know? So from the couch and where like the dinner table is, it's giving cactus. I have a lot of plants right there.
Yeah.
But not real. None of them are real. Half of them are Lego. The other half's like just fake plants. But the living room is like Valentine's Day decorations plus like moons plus a bookshelf. But it's just...
And then just the buttload of board games is just not helping it either.
Yeah, I don't like that because we have that in our entertainment center or stand.
Yeah.
I don't like the look of that either.
If there was like doors on it,
oh yeah,
that'd make it much better. But it's just kind of like out, you know.
Yeah, I feel like we need a theme for the front room and
theme,
dining area.
Any sort of theme, color theme, theme.
Yeah.
But I really want to make some sort of like, and I want the art to be like a 3D abstract,
like crazy looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want it to be big too. Yeah.
Well, how big we talking? Because every wall has a window on it.
Not that one. On that side.
Okay.
Like above
the bookshelf.
No.
Above the bookshelf.
Like above the garage door.
Okay.
Isn't that area really big?
I don't know.
I feel like it. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to have like shapes, different like textures.
I low-key want to eventually get rid of the bookshelf where it's at. Maybe. Yeah. If it doesn't fit with...
I mean, once Finn moves, he'll mainly take all the books, and then we won't really have any...
That is true.
Books to put like on the bookshelf. So then, yeah, we could probably just take that down anyways. We also have these 2 shelves that we need to put up in this room somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
But after we put up the sound dampening panels...
Are we putting more up, or do we have enough?
Maybe. Sound panels, I don't think so.
No more?
We don't really have too much space unless they go all the way down to the floor, or if we fill in all the squares that are open.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like, we don't really need more because I feel like I'm able to, in post editing, I'm able to cut out all the echoes for the most part. So
yeah.
I think it's pretty fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that kind of brings up one thing. When or if we start doing the video podcasts, we'll like need to get ourselves ready for the podcast. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You're all like
right now,
especially you.
Yeah.
You're always gonna want to do your hair right before
And makeup.
and stuff like that.
But eventually I want to get, I want to eventually get to the point where I feel comfortable just kind of coming in here. No makeup. Hair is just
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, I don't want to look like a bum, but I don't want to feel like I have to get like extravagant every time.
Mm-hmm.
But I am excited for that
Yeah.
part of the podcast. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I really enjoy it when I'm listening to a podcast at work. Sometimes I'm just like, man, what they're talking about right now, I want to see that.
Yeah.
And the podcast I do listen to, you can see it, but when I'm at work, I'm not going to sit there and watch it. But I'm just like, dang, I want to see this part of the podcast.
And I feel like once we transition into that, we'll also have more opportunities to do different things on the podcast, like some like food stuff,
game stuff.
Yeah, just that kind of stuff. I feel like it would open up and be able to expand the podcast more. And we also need your guys' help too. Y'all gotta share this with everybody that you know. Just like in the intro, share this with all of your friends, your families, and your cats, dogs, owners.
Duh.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. But okay.
Huh.
I found a new hobby.
Oh, let's hear it.
My gosh. Okay. How did they come up? I think I was scrolling on TikTok one day and I came across gel pens, right? And I was like, oh, gel pens. Oh my God. So then I go, because I have a huge crafting bag that I barely touch anymore. And I had like a whole ton of gel pens in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I have all the gel pens I need. Mind you, I've had this bag for
long
probably
time.
like 10 years now.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm like getting them out, and I have like just random coloring books from that craft bag. And so I'm like getting it out and I try to color. Not one of them work. And I was like, oh no. So I was like, spurt of the moment type of thing. I looked at Andre and I was like, we gotta go get gel pens. I was like, I have
a side quest real quick.
Yeah, I was like, I have to have these gel pens. Well, then I come across another TikTok because I do have coloring, but I'm not big on like those extravagant coloring books that take hours to color one page. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just start getting bored, and I'm like, but I want to see it done, but I don't want to sit here and keep coloring the same page. And so then I came across this TikTok where they have these, which if you go look on my TikTok, you can buy it off my link. These books are, what are they like? A simple, bold, and easy coloring pages, basically. And it's like just super simple books, coloring
it's
books.
not like the ones that have like a whole bunch of patterns and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's another thing I hate is like, I don't know what colors to use on those.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
yeah, everything's just big, bold, big areas that you can fill in.
Super easy. Right.
Yeah.
Well, I get the gel pens that day, and then that same day, I'm like, well, now I need the coloring books. Are you kidding me? So the first day, I used those gel pens to color just whatever I had. And then I ordered 2 of those books. And, oh, wait. So what day was this? They got here Friday. So Wednesday. Today is Tuesday. So Wednesday last week, less than a week ago, 6 days ago, I got these gel pens. And colored the first day with them. And then I didn't color again until I got my coloring books, which was 2 days later on Friday.
Yeah.
Well, I go ham on this coloring book when I get it. Like, you were at work one night, and I just start to finish of your shift, I was coloring.
You were grinding.
Oh, yeah.
You were cooking.
Oh, yeah. And then, like, 2 days ago, they all stopped working.
My reaction when you said, I killed all my gel pens, I was like, what? Mouth gaped. What? was like, there's no way you went through all of your freaking
Yeah.
gel pens.
Killed all my gel pens in
How
less
many
than
was
a
it?
week.
Like 20?
Well, there is, but half of
More
them
than
are
20?
glitter, half of them are not glitter. So the not glitter ones are still all full.
Oh, okay.
I only went through the glitter ones, but yeah. I just loved the way they looked, and I just went ham. I went ham a couple days and went through them. And then I come across a TikTok today where they're selling, this lady's selling like
200.
It's like 120 of them.
Yeah.
And then in the center of the package, there's refills. I was like, oh, I need this.
Mm-hmm.
So many more colors and refills. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, that's really what I've been doing this week.
Okay.
Hecking coloring everything.
I've been thinking. My mind has just been turning. Gears are turning.
You said, I'm going to make a couch. I said, I'm going to color every page in this book by tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And then my gel pens after 2 days said, no, fam, we're gone. I was like, oh, okay.
All right, we're going to switch topics a bit, okay? And we're going to go into some poop talk. All right.
Uh-oh.
All right, so when I was a kid, I never really understood what lactose intolerant was, okay? Because my mom and dad, they were both lactose intolerant, ever since I was born. I'm pretty sure. Anyways.
Did you just say your mom and dad were lactose intolerant until you were born?
Ever since I was born that I know.
I assume
I don't know,
they
for like
had
their
it
entire
before
life.
that.
All right. Forget what my nonsense I was just talking about. Anyways.
Bro was finger deep in his eye, rubbing it.
Yeah. I was more focused on my eye rub. Okay. So they were lactose intolerant, and my mom would always be like, I can't have your guys' milk because I'll have explosive diarrhea. And so I was like, I always kind of like imagined what that'd be like. And I never really understood until I grew up. And I finally understand what it's like to have explosive diarrhea.
Grow up. I'm just kidding.
Grow up. Just choose not to be lactose intolerant. All right, bet. No,
Yeah,
it's not that easy.
I've never been lactose intolerant, but you know what's so crazy? I don't think Mariah ever has either. I don't. As far as I know, I don't think she's had a lactose problem. But oh boy, when Danny and Dominic were born, and the formula they were being fed had real milk in it.
Yeah.
And it sent them to primary children's because it was really messing up their tummy. Yeah. Like, that's when they were pooping blood and all because of dairy. Mm-hmm. That's wicked. But they were on non-dairy diets.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
But for me, I don't necessarily know if I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh, no, you for sure are.
Well, all right. Listen. Okay. So growing up as a kid, wasn't lactose intolerant, but that's usually, I feel like that's usually the case with a lot of people. Like, they're fine until they get older, then their body is not able to produce as much lactate.
They were opposite.
I think is lactate or something like something. Anyways, it's the stuff that breaks down that compound in milk so that your body can process it, whatever.
Kids were opposite. They started with it, and now I don't think they have issues with milk anymore.
Yeah, no, they don't. I don't believe they do. Anyways, what was I?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're good.
I was just trying to throw that in there.
Oh yeah, I was talking about how I don't know. Okay, so I lost my train of thought.
You said when you grow up, lactate breaks down compound something.
Gold slime.
Guava juice. I don't know.
Passion fruit.
Everyone's like, what?
I don't
inside jokes, y'all.
Right, inside jokes. So I don't think I don't know. It's hard for me to tell if I'm lactose intolerant or not because sometimes I'll be completely fine when I drink milk, and other times, like I'm not fine. And I feel
Right.
like low key it might just be the amount of hot Takis and hot chips that I ate when I was in like middle school, high school. Maybe that just like messed up my stomach way too much. That
It could have.
yeah,
I don't know,
I
but
don't know.
you know what? I always check with you, like, hey, we don't work tonight, and I'm really craving this really extremely cheesy dinner.
That has heavy cream in it.
Yeah, heavy cream sends him.
Is an
Heavy whipping
activator
cream.
for my booty hole. It
You hate to see heavy whipping cream coming.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a thickener, really.
Mhm. And it's good.
It's really yummy in
It's
food.
good. Cheese
yeah.
as well. Cheese is like off and on for me. Sometimes it'll make my stomach act up, and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm always like, I'm making this really dairy dinner. Like, I really just have to ask you. You know, I'm like, are you ready to like spend the rest of your night on the toilet or?
Ooh, and sometimes it's so bad. Like y'all ever play peekaboo?
Oh boy!
Some
Oh
people.
my gosh, cover your ears, guys.
Hey, listen. I warned them about the poop talk. All right. Yeah, there's some times where you be playing peekaboo and you're really risking it. You know?
You don't know if it's so far.
No. I'm saying like it. Like its head's poking out almost.
And you're like, I gotta go.
You got yeah. When you're playing peekaboo, you're risking it all. Oh yeah. And like
That was a vulnerable topic, I feel.
no. This next part is a vulnerable topic. All right. You ever shart?
Back when I was a kid,
Back when
thinking
you were a
I had
kid?
to fart, and I was most definitely not a fart.
I most
Oh.
definitely have sharted while working where we work. Yeah.
No way.
It wasn't anytime recently.
What?
It was maybe
You
probably
didn't
like
tell me. You said I cannot tell her. I'm so embarrassed.
2 years ago.
You poor thing.
A
You
year
never
ago.
told me.
I don't know. Yeah, that's embarrassing.
I'm your wife.
Well, I know, but that's still embarrassing.
We could be standing
I'll walk up to
literally
you
today.
and say, I pooped myself, babe.
We were literally standing in the kitchen, cutting food and prepping food, and I go, I gotta poop, man. I gotta go now.
Yeah, but that's different than saying you just crapped your pants.
True. It is true, but there is one time I did get food poisoning, though, and that comes out of both ends. If it's
Yeah.
really bad. And there's
You're
this one
just
time
a double-headed sprinkler. Just.
I went to the bathroom and started throwing up. You
Yeah.
use muscle throwing up, right?
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
Push it out.
Came out of both
sides.
ends.
You're sitting on the toilet while grabbing a trash can. I don't think I've ever been.
That's how I had to-
Sick.
That's how I had to do it. My grandma, like, I threw up the first time. I didn't know I had food poisoning. That's what we were like, oh, I probably have food poisoning if I'm pooping myself while throwing up, right?
Yeah.
And so literally for that entire day, my grandma gave me a bucket. She was like, you're going to have to, every time you need to poop, hold your bucket. If you need to
Oh,
throw up, you can
gosh.
do so.
Yeah.
And she's like, anytime you throw up, get on the toilet.
Hmm.
And I was like, okay. Like, so sick, ran a fever. Like, that's probably the sickest I've been.
I don't know if you've noticed this, but we still on poop talk, okay? I try to not poop when we are in nature. Like, I'm talking like camping. Anytime we're camping,
Not my thing.
I hate pooping in like
A porta potty?
porta potties and
Yikes,
all that type
yeah.
of stuff.
Not only that, you gotta sit there and sniff all the other shit. Well, all the other poop
That's
that's
okay.
in there. And yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you know my family's the homestead.
Mm-hmm.
You've ever been to that? You've been to that bathroom, yeah? The one that
We went there with your brother.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got the two little
Oh,
seats next to each
it
other.
actually made me so happy. I was like, we can poop next to each other? Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, that thing is so old.
It's so old, but you're like, I gotta show you the bathroom, and I was like, what? And you were like, I was like, I don't want to see the
You
bathroom. And
be
you're like,
cheek to cheek with your best friend.
oh yeah. He goes, just go look at it. And so like we walk over there. I was like, oh, we can poop together. And we did take advantage of. We did not literally sit there and poop together, but we did sit down and pee together.
Yeah.
Wife and hubby tings.
Yeah. No, yeah. And and then the story I told a couple times ago about me wiping my butt with a leaf. Yeah. And you know the main thing is that cold draft. The cold draft that just tickles your booty when you're sitting on a porta potty or like a public restroom that's like that you don't poop into water, you just like poop onto other piles of poop.
Uh-huh.
You know
yeah,
what I
cold
mean?
breeze, yeah.
Yeah, that cold breeze, it comes up, it tickles, and for men, it shrivels your balls. And, you know,
you get all chilly. Yeah.
yeah. And you're
Or the
trying to
worst
get out
feeling-
of there. You can't. You can't just sit there and enjoy it. I always was afraid that there was gonna be because there was like always flies down there.
Oh, freaking fly just kissing your butt.
Yeah,
Ew.
I was always afraid that a fly would like crawl in my butt or something.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I hate
What?
is like when you do pee in like a porta potty and it has that like cold breeze
Mm-hmm.
and you feel the cold breeze like okay, for a woman,
Yeah.
when you pee, like you got excess, you know?
Yeah.
The feeling of cold air like hitting, I don't know how to like not go into depth about this, but like what's left on you and the cold air hits it, most uncomfy feeling ever.
I see.
So icky. Like I need to pee, wipe, and get out of there.
Yeah, the time spent at home on the toilet and the time spent out in nature on a toilet, completely different.
Oh yeah.
Like just this morning, I spent like 30 minutes on the toilet because the mac and cheese we ate the night before.
Night before we ate 3 a.m.
Yeah, that did not settle with my stomach the next morning. Let me tell you that.
Smacked though.
Toilet
3
was
a.m.
full. Oh yeah,
He said,
for sure.
you did get up and you said, what'd you say? You said, man, I was full of shit this morning.
Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna get off the poop talk. Getting off the poop talk now. If you were eating during that, I'm so sorry. All right, so we're gonna talk about a little bit about what's going on in the U.S. right now. Apparently, people are saying that we're gonna be going into World War III.
No.
Yeah,
First time I'm hearing about this.
or
Love
like
that for
a
us.
nuclear war, and the reason is because here, let me try and get more information on it. Let me just ask Chat GPT real quick.
Yo, Chat GPT is his best friend.
Okay. So Chat GPT says the escalation in the Russian-Ukraine conflict. Okay, so they've been having an issue, and basically they've been shooting missiles at each other and whatnot. Okay, and those videos have been going around TikTok for a while now. Not sure if you've seen them, but really,
I'm not on that side, and I'm okay with that.
yeah, they're really hard videos to watch. Like
I'm sure they're very sad.
literally innocent people in cities like crying for their lives as
That's
just
so sad.
missiles just being rained down on them. And so now the Russian president Vladimir Putin has updated Russia's nuclear doctrine, allowing for nuclear retaliation against non-nuclear states supported by nuclear powers. This policy change has heightened global anxiety about the potential use of nuclear weapons. So that's also scary. So that's kind of showing that like a nuclear war could be on the brink, you know?
That's really scary.
And I don't know, I'm not seeing anything about what I heard. Okay. So yeah, I guess I was correct about it and correct about what I heard. So it says President Joe Biden's recent authorization for Ukraine to use U.S. supplied long-range missiles, specifically the Army Tactical Missile System, to strike targets within Russia has intensified concerns about escalating the conflict. So then Russia's like, oh, U.S., you're letting them use your weapons to attack us. So then that's making it even worse, which was so dumb.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
can we just all
prayers going out to all those families being affected by that.
Yes.
So I'll bring awareness to that.
So sad.
Yeah. You think that the tism is a superpower?
What?
All right, so
what are you saying? I don't.
Okay, so you know how in history, okay?
The tism as in autism?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in a way you can say that like it's a superpower, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like sure you might not be able, or like there may be some restrictions in your life or whatnot, but then like there's some people with autism that are absolutely amazing at certain things.
Smart.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Like the ones who are like super super good at math or stuff like that, you know. And so like some of the biggest inventions wouldn't be able to have been discovered if like everybody was the same in the head, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the most amazing things, like especially Stephen Hawkins or whatever, he known as one of the most smartest people in history and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are very smart.
Rism with the tism.
My favorite class used to be helping those kids.
Oh my gosh, what your
and
first day?
Yeah. Yes.
Tell them about that.
Well, my first day I ever did it because my sister in high school always took those classes to be like the aide to help out kids with autism, and so I just wanted to take after my big sis and do the same thing, and so I did, and I get to my first day, the door is shut and locked, obviously, so these kids can't just run away from the classroom. And so oh no, it wasn't locked. It wasn't locked this day. They just had it shut, but they did frequently lock it.
Okay.
And so I didn't know anything about anything. And I walk in and there's this one, he's a taller, bigger kid.
Yeah.
And a lot bigger than I am. And I open the door and he comes full force at me and takes me out.
Did you fall to the ground?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to like this class very much.
Absolutely sacked to the ground.
So they got him off of me. He wasn't rude about it. He just was overexcited seeing a new person and was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of spooked him, I guess you would say. And they got him off me and they were let me know hey, you can't just walk in the class, knock on the door, get someone's attention to open the door if it's not open before you just walk in. Because they were when he sees a new face, he gets overly excited and runs at you.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, And I got through that day and I was just kind of like shaken up. I was like, oh no. Like, what I just get myself into? But nothing bad. I just didn't want to be physically harmed, you know?
Yeah.
But I had so much fun and they are the sweetest kids. And the one of the boys that I was working with had just the biggest crush on me. But he was a cutie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your
My favorite
favorite PE activity to do?
Parachute, you kidding me?
The parachute? Okay, so that's that elementary school. All right, so you know how you do different things, elementary school, middle school, high school?
Yeah.
Like there was like
Yeah, but high
different...
school is just they make you run the mile and that's about it.
No, there were
And you do like sports. Well, obviously you do sports, but like
What were the things that we did in high school?
We did volleyball.
Because I know
here and there. I only took PE for 1 year and then I did online.
Yeah. I remember in high school, it was like the very first thing that we did, we had to run 3 laps around the gym.
Yeah.
Hated that.
Oh, yeah.
And that was like my sophomore year. Yeah.
Me too, that well, 10th
and now
grade. Is
it's
that sophomore?
not required. Well, yeah. PE isn't required. Well, it's because you can take a different physical education credit.
Yeah, I think you still need to take a...
No, because it used to be required. Every single year it used to be required.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I hated it, but I also feel like it should still be required.
You know, back in intermediate school, they used to let you run the mile and then write down your own time at the end. Oh,
Yeah,
I was running...
the worst idea.
I was running 8-minute miles. And I was one of the last kids on the track.
8-minute miles, that's a fast mile.
Exactly. They let the kids write their own times.
Oh, I see what you mean. But how long do you think it actually took you?
Oh, 12 to 13 minutes.
Did you ever actually try?
One time, and I had an asthma attack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Nonstop ran the whole thing and got like a 7:30.
No, I would kind of do the same, but like I wouldn't exaggerate it that much, you know?
Not like run the whole time, but like jog the entire way.
Yeah, but like I would never put more than a minute less than what I ran. You know what I mean? Like I would do maybe like 10 seconds 1 mile, 20 seconds another mile, 30 seconds the other mile.
You mean like if you did like say like 9-minute mile?
Yeah,
then it was like
9:25
the next mile.
No, because like the shorter.
Oh, you mean
closer to 8 minutes?
Okay,
because
so
like the average mile in that grade was like an 8-minute mile,
and it was
like
different
like
for
that.
men and women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like I would average maybe like 9-minute. Yeah. Probably 9-minute, a little bit less than 9 minutes. Like, no, probably just around a 9-minute mile is what I would average. And I would try all of the cooler kids in school ran faster miles, and so like I always wanted to get up there and whatnot. When we would finish and we'd write down our own, I would put maybe like 8:30 instead of 9 minutes or something like that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I mean, I wasn't okay. I did exaggerate. I did a 10 to 12-minute mile. I would do like 9:30. Because for women, it was around a 9-minute mile.
Oh. In intermediate school, if you ran like a certain time on a mile, you got this wristband. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so.
It was like a red, white, black wristband.
Yeah.
And I think you had to get like sub 7 minutes or whatever. And like I really, really wanted that wristband, but I never wanted, like I could never reach that time. And so I 100% wrote down the time that I needed to get that wristband, and I got that wristband.
I do remember in high school, the 1 year I did take PE in high school, I had gotten really bad miles because in high school they didn't mess around. They wrote down your time as soon as you ran through the finish line type
No,
thing.
yeah. High school, you didn't write them down.
Yeah, you just better freaking run it.
Yeah.
So I sucked at that because I hate running. Okay. And so I had like a C, maybe.
Yeah.
And there was this one day, and he goes, we're all going to do wall sit. It was the last 25 minutes of class. Okay. 25 minutes. Okay. And he goes, we're going to do the wall sit, and the last people standing, you guys will get 25 extra credit points. Well, I really needed 25 extra credit points, like really bad. And I even asked him, I said, how much would that get me? He goes, because I told him I was at a C, he's like, you'd be at an A. Yeah.
Not bad. Okay.
So I was like, oh, period. And it's like the end of the quarter or whatever.
Yeah.
So like this was going to be the time I make up this dang grade.
Yeah.
I did a 25-minute wall sit, and I was one of 3 people standing.
Oh, shoot. No way.
Yeah. Didn't break it once, and they watch you the entire time. So I did it correctly. No cheating.
Okay.
And my legs were fried for the next like
Jello.
3 days.
Straight up jello.
I was walking to class and I was like shaking. But yeah, that's a proud moment of mine because I'm not a big gym person.
Doing warm-ups in high school. Remember that? You would always grab the big old blue mat thing and you do like push-ups, you do flutter kicks, you do all those different things.
Yoga was nice because we used to do warm-ups in yoga, but it was so soothing to do those warm-ups because it'd be like downward dog or like
just like slow pace. Just maybe stretching.
Or that one where you like sit on your knees, but you like bend down. So like your belly's on your knees and you put your hands straight forward.
Yeah.
So fun. That one's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember one of the years I needed to take a physical education credit. I took a rackets class. I actually really liked that class.
What is it?
Rackets.
What is that?
Rackets? Do you know what a racket is?
Can you just explain further what the class was?
But do you know what a racket is?
Yeah.
What is a racket?
Isn't it like just like a tennis thing? Like tennis racket.
Okay, so what the class was is that we would learn and play a bunch of different sports that included rackets. So that's like the first place I played pickleball. We played badminton. We played. I want to say tennis.
What other ones?
I want to say tennis, but I don't think we played.
How many
tennis.
racket things
sports are there
for you to be doing it for an entire?
I know.
Half a year, or a year.
I think it might have just been pickleball and badminton. Honestly.
Yeah.
Doing okay. So, in intermediate school, I know. Okay, there was this game where there was 4 different teams and we had flags, and then there was balls inside of like a bucket on each corner of each team. You remember that game?
Yes.
What was it called?
Oh, I don't know what it was called, but it's giving that mini game in Mario Party, where
I was gonna say the mini game in Fall Guys.
No, where like the balls fall from the balls fall from, like just above, and then you like scoop them into your corner.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. That's what it reminds me of, but it is different. How did you get them though? Did you have to you had to go in?
So we would have like defenders.
And then how the heck were you going to get in there, get the ball, and make it out without getting your flag pulled?
So we would have the chubby people be the defenders, and I was one of the defenders. No. Sometimes I'd be like one of the ball grabbers or whatnot, but you'd have to like strategize who on your team would be guarding the bucket of balls and whatnot, and then like who would be out running and trying to steal other balls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's how that worked.
By the way, that's nothing against bodies. We love all bodies.
Yeah. Another game I remember is, what was it? It was like freeze frisbee.
How would you play it?
That's not the name. Freeze frisbee. Something frisbee. Ultimate frisbee.
I think so.
I think.
That sounds
but
familiar.
like you throw the frisbee, your teammate would like run, and it's like soccer in a way almost, but you threw it.
There was a soccer goal, huh? Like the you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
Is that the same type of goal they had?
No.
That soccer does? No. Oh.
But once you caught the frisbee, you couldn't move. You couldn't take any more steps. You could have like
Oh yes.
2 slowing down steps, but then after that, you couldn't move at all. And then you needed to throw it to another one of your teammates. So there's that. There's always kickball. I sucked at kickball, dude.
So same.
My brother was always so good at kickball.
You know those?
He could bomb that ball.
You know those like little. I don't know what you call them.
What?
Those things with wheels that you could sit on and you have to like.
Oh,
someone would push you.
Yeah.
You ever run your finger over on one of those?
No.
Oh boy,
I never did.
Oh boy, finger pinchers. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but they were always so fun.
Hurt, dude.
Oh yeah, because of the way you'd had to grab it sometimes.
Yeah.
Like your fingers can get pinched, or
I could never freaking fit on one of those. Like my feet would always be slipping off.
Oh yeah, I mean they're like
those things were
they're like
way
a
too
5 by
small.
5 inch square. They expect you to like sit on like
those are tiny, brother.
like I'm kidding about that. Like it's a lot bigger than that, but
no, like
feels like it's that big.
Realistically, it was like
a foot by a foot.
16 inches by 16 inches.
Yeah, a little bit more by yeah.
Like you could barely fit your butt on that, and then you had to have your friend push you, and sometimes you'd fall over.
Yeah, and then yeah.
What was the point of that? Or like what game did we play with that? What activity? Because I know we didn't just randomly push each other around on those.
Well, maybe you start at one end of the gym. I'm making this game up. Don't know if it actually exists, but I'm assuming this is kind of what it was like. So you had you and your teammate, or like multiple teams, say like 4 teams, and the whole class is divided between the 4 teams, but it was evens of 2 on each team. You know what I'm saying? So there's at least enough for 2 people together, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And then you'd start at one end of the gym, and they would have to push you as quick as they could to the end. You'd grab something, bring it back, set it on your side, switch out the teams. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was something like that.
Almost a relay race in a way.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it should. Not should have been, but I think that's what it was.
Archery day. That was one of my favorite activities.
I loved it, but it was
school.
also spooky.
Spooky? How so?
I
You thought you were getting a shot?
No, just like the way the bow and arrow can snap if you're like not careful how you pull it. Not snap and break, but I mean like snap your skin. Oh. Isn't that possible?
No.
No?
I mean, it might give you like a good rash on your arm. Like if you
Maybe
let it go and your arm's too bent, it like run across your skin and give you a little rash.
Maybe that what it was, but other than that, I really enjoyed when we did archery at your house. Remember that?
Yeah. We should do that again.
Yeah.
That was fun.
At your house, his parents' house, not his house. This is our house.
Yeah.
Just where I met him, so it's still his house.
Oh yeah, that was probably the most like look forward to day in PE class. Probably archery day.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out what mine would be. I did say parachute day, but that was always fun as a kid.
That was in elementary school. What other ones did you do in elementary school? Was like flag football any one of them? I know we used flag in one
something.
of them. I don't know.
Give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna look something up.
Look up elementary school PE games.
I liked Foursquare. I'm not really sure if it was like a game or if that was only a recess game.
Yeah, there was really only like a recess kind of thing that you'd do with your friends.
Oh my gosh. The Hunger Game?
Oh, is that what that game is?
The one where you have... Re-explain it.
Is the one that I was talking about where there's 4 teams and you had a basket of balls in each corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
This one just says like tag, dodgeball, foursquare. But I know there
Hmm.
was Shark Zone. That's what the one was called.
Shark Zone.
With the parachute, where we had like 3 sharks, and they would pull your leg or something.
Yeah. Did you always like want them to pull
I
you
always
under?
wanted them to, and not one of them would. I think I got
Yeah.
the opportunity one time, and it's because my friend got pulled in,
Yeah.
and so she pulled me in. Stupid.
And it was, I feel like that one was always a chance for like the kids who had crushes on other kids to pull those other kids under their crushes under. 'Cause I think I did that one time with one of my crushes. I would like tug on their feet and
You're
like
and then you run before they get under there.
yeah, so they don't know. Oh yeah. No, yeah, I for sure.
Unless it was your
trying
friend, then they'd wait for you and be like, "Yeah, I pulled you in here.
Yeah.
Like I got your back, friend."
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really see you. I loved volleyball day, but I was in volleyball in high school.
I don't think I liked volleyball way back when.
That's crazy because now you
Now
play
I love
it every day.
volleyball. I don't play it every day. Psh.
I said you would.
Oh, I would. Yeah. I don't know. If I play volleyball, like usually my elbow is messed up the next day.
You know, I noticed coloring for 3 days straight. My arm was in some pain, and so was
your
my back,
brother.
Oh my gosh, being bent over like that for 7-8 hours, nonstop coloring,
hunched over.
Yeah, I was in pain.
Yeah.
I'd twist slightly the wrong way, and I'd be like, ah, ouch.
He said, "Babe, can you pop my back, please?"
I know, it was in so much pain.
Dude, I wish you could pop my back as easily as I could pop yours. Just a quick little.
I try so hard.
I know.
I put my
back is so stiff.
It is, and I put my whole body
dude.
into trying to pop it, and it doesn't work.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you, everybody who tuned in. Happy, merry, amazing Thanksgiving.
And if you are watching this on Thanksgiving, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you kidding
me? Feels so special if you're listening to this on Thanksgiving. I hope you guys eat some amazing food, delicious food.
Mm-hmm.
And if Thanksgiving already passed, we hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next is Christmas.
And during Thanksgiving, if you are listening to this on Thanksgiving, just put this on like a speaker and have everybody listen to the podcast.
Well, it's at the end now.
What do you mean?
We're at the end of the podcast.
Oh, yeah,
now.
you're right. Well, you're gonna listen through it one
time, and then when you get to this point, then restart the whole thing,
and then just have all of your
friends
family listen to it.
Listen to it, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And if this is past Thanksgiving, then on Christmas morning, have this be the first thing that you play.
Not this episode though. We'll have so many fun Christmas episodes coming.
True.
Yeah.
Alrighty, but as always, press the notification bell so that you get notified every time we come out with an episode. And anything you would like to add?
Nope. Just have a super awesome Thanksgiving and just share this with your friends and family.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Love you, and we'll see you next
time.
week. Bye. Press that notification bell every time you get, every time we come out with an. Oh, I messed up on that so bad.